Assalamu alaikum, Sitaram, Shalom, Sasrikal, and good morning. Welcome to another edition of Caribbean TV.
We start this week's show with Dave Martin and the Tradewinds staking youth of Boyhood Days. Please enjoy.
Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let me go down memory lane, check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England, hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette. And when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember black pudding by the corner every Saturday, garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a chiga in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no. I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. Spring jump on your bicycle saddle and you miss. Coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Remember Frankie Warren late cutting Laker for 4. Remember the first time you tried to swim and you sink. And when you fall down they give you sugar water to drink. Oh yes, I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to be afraid of teachers in school, and the big boys used to tap your head like a fool. Remember the Phantom, Fu Manchu and Superman. Remember Flash Gordon, the Shadow and Charlie Chan. Remember the first time you kiss a girl on she mouth. Remember how you feel as if the back of your head will fall out. Oh, I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days.
sending money to your loved ones in Guyana? First Global Money has been connecting families and making it easier, faster, and more convenient to touch the lives of family and friends in your beautiful Guyana. First Global Money makes it possible with over 60 payout locations in Guyana. Call 416-848-1857 for the closest agent location or visit us online at firstglobalmoney.com. The best FX rates and fees. Send money now. First Global Money.
So you want delicious Caribbean Chinese food? Just come down to Twilight Restaurant, Toronto's largest Caribbean restaurant at 55 Nugget Avenue, Scarborough. All meat is halal, and we feature live entertainment Thursday to Saturday after 10 p.m. Friday lunch buffet, 12 to 3. Daily lunch specials for $4.99 and dinner buffet, Friday, 5:30 to 9:30. Our banquet services and catering for all occasions will make your event one to remember. You can always come back for more. 55 Nugget. Are you buying or selling a home or business? Then you need someone who knows the market and can negotiate persuasively for you. That person is Anton Jiva, broker at Remax Dynasty. Anton is an experienced real estate professional who can get you amazing results whether you are new to Canada or have lived here for a while. Contact Anton at 416-575-5055.
2 weeks ago, as we were completing taping of our show, we had the sad task of announcing the passing of Mrs. Betty D. Rampiari Ramprasad of the Calypso Hut and Hot Like Pepper family of restaurants. Today, Caribbean TV remembers her, as the family also wish to express their appreciation for all those who helped and conveyed condolences to them at her recent passing.
Mrs. Ramprasad was the mother of Peter, Stanley, and Paul of Calypso Hut in Brampton and Mississauga. The funeral took place this past Monday, and her ashes have been flown to Guyana, where she will be buried next to her daughter, who passed away 10 years ago. Mrs. Ramprasad leaves behind her 3 sons, along with her family and her loving grandchildren. She will also be missed by her many friends, along with all the customers and staff of the Calypso Hut restaurants. Here's a poem in memory of Mrs. Ramprasad. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond's gift of snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the autumn's gentle rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
In closing this segment dedicated to the memory of Mrs. Ramprasad, Caribbean TV once again extends its deepest condolences to Peter, Paul, Stanley, and the rest of the family, and we dedicate this Pradeep song, Toot Gaya Hai Mala, to the family of Mrs. Ramprasad.
टूट गई है माला मोती बिखर चले 2 दिन रह कर साथ जाने किधर चले टूट गई है माला मिलन की दुनिया छोड़ चले ये आज बिरह में सपने मिलन की दुनिया छोड़ चले ये आज बिरह में सपने खोए खोए नैनों में हैं उजड़े उजड़े सपने उजड़े उजड़े सपने याद की गठरी लिए झुकाए नजर चले दो दिन रह कर साथ जाने किधर चले टूट गई है माला अब तो ये जग में जिएंगे आंसू पीते पीते अब तो ये जग में जिएंगे आंसू पीते पीते जैसी नित बीती वैसी और किसी पे न बीते और किसी पे न बीते कोई मत पूछो इन्हें कि ये किस डगर चले दो दिन रह कर साथ जाने किधर चले टूट गई है माला मोती बिखर चले दो दिन रह कर साथ जाने किधर चले
For the finest Guyanese Chinese food with all meats halal, visit Starlight Family Restaurant at 1157 Ellesmere Road at the southeast corner of Ellesmere and Midland. Lunch specials from $4.99. For dining in a lovely ambience, visit Starlight or call us at 647-352-4994. For private bookings and all catering needs, our food is simply scrumptious, delicious, so come on down and enjoy some.
Ken's Jewelry invites you to their location at 1176 Morningside Avenue in the same plaza as Charlie's at Morningside and Shepherd. Mention this ad and get your jewelry cleaned for free. Ken's Jewelry for the best in traditional West Indian and Canadian style jewelry. CMP Meats, located at 2255 St. Clair Avenue West, is Toronto's best kept secret for top grade meats at the most competitive prices. Family run business serving Ontario for over 40 years. All our meat is the highest grade certified halal and we handle absolutely no pork. We also carry a global variety of sauces, marinades and spices to unleash your culinary creativity, as well as canned goods, frozen meats, breads and rice. It's well worth a trip from anywhere in Ontario to the home of top-grade halal meat at the best prices. CMP Meats, 2255 St. Clair Avenue West in Toronto, 416-604-8765.
Are you charged with a criminal offense, involved in a motor vehicle accident, or need a civil litigation lawyer? For effective representation by a competent lawyer of the highest integrity who is highly respected by the courts, phone Michael A. McKee at 416-928-6611. 416-928-6611.
This weekend, Hindus throughout the world are celebrating the holy festival of Phagwa, also known as Holi. On this sacred occasion, Caribbean TV wishes all of our Hindu brothers and sisters a most blessed, happy, festive occasion. We are honored this week to have Pandit Hardat Ashwar of the Bhavani Shankar Mandir in Brampton, who will offer us some gems of illumination on what the festival of Holi is all about. And this section, as it happens, is dedicated to that particular purpose this week.
Namaskar to all of you and welcome to this beautiful program again on a wonderful Saturday morning. My friends, Holi is coming up. Holi is of course celebrated in Canada on the 16th of March. Holi is such a colorful time, a beautiful time, and is a time when Hindus and all mankind celebrate together in this very, very festive day and very festive season called Holi or Phagwa. What is Holi and what does it mean to you? Now, growing up, I know when our parents tells us Phagwa is coming up and Holi is coming up, the first thing we think of is fun, is the application of abrak and abir, and we go around, we sing chowtals and we sing ularas and we have a great time. There's a greater meaning to Holi, a very, very spiritual and significant meaning to Holi that I want to share with you this morning. Many of you know the very famous story of Prahalad and Hiranyakashipu. My friends, what does Prahalad and Hiranyakashipu mean in our lives? That is, I think, the message we should take apart from the fun and apart from all the celebration. What does Holi bring to us? Who was Hiranyakashipu? Hiranyakashipu was a great man initially. He was a staunch disciple of the Lord, and his penance was so great. It was so great, the penance of a Rakshas was so great that he brought God to his presence. Now, if you say he wasn't a great man, that's not so. How many of us pray and God come to our presence immediately? He prayed to Bhagwan Brahma, the god of boons, and he came, and when he was asked what to request, he, as some of you know, requested, I don't want to be slain by any man, by any woman, by any beast. I don't want to be slain by any god. I don't want to be slain inside or outside, not during the day nor during the night. So he had all his stipulations. When God, or if God should come to your presence, what are you going to ask for? That is the question I want you to answer right now. What are you going to ask for? Is this something that is going to be material or something very spiritual? Will you ask for peace for the rest of your life? Or will you ask for comfort for the rest of your life? What are you going to ask for? Be careful. What you ask for, you might just get. You might just get that. So he asked not to be killed by any one of these entities, and he defined them. And so he became very powerful, and he started to take advantage of his power. I want you to understand that when we are blessed with something, whether that be physical power, wealth, knowledge, we must never abuse that blessing from God. Never ever should we abuse that blessing. When we abuse that blessing that we receive from God, we are insulting the giver of that blessing. We are insulting God. God has given us this, and this is what we're doing with it. Let me give you an example. Suppose I give you a nice white shirt or a nice white jacket for your birthday. Beautiful. I've selected it nicely. I've taken so much time and I give it to you because I think you deserve it. But guess what? The next week I come back to your home, I see you taking that jacket or that shirt and you're wiping your floor with it. I don't know, but I took so much time to select it, and now you have no appreciation for it. That gift that you receive, you're wiping your floor with it. It will hurt me as the giver to know that with so much love I've given this to you, and this is what you're doing with it. God, my friends, is not offended, but when God gives us something, He chooses us to give us something. Do not abuse that blessing. And so Hiranyakashipu abused his blessing, overused his powers, conquered everything. And his beautiful son Prahalad, whom he was blessed with, Prahalad in the womb of his mother learned the Vedas, heard all the teachings. And when he tried to emphasize to Prahalad and to inculcate the teachings, his teachings into Prahalad, Prahalad refused to accept them because God is beyond what we can see. God, my friends, the greatness of the Lord is beyond our greatness. And Prahalad told his father, I do not accept you as God, I accept you as my father. But Narayana is superior. He possesses all the strength of the world that you cannot even imagine. Hiranyakashipu obviously tried in many ways to destroy his son. Threw him from mountains, tried to destroy him, bitten by snakes, but nothing could have destroyed the little Prahalad. Holika, his sister, wore the sari and sat on the pyre to burn Prahalad, but she was burned. Who can burn the devotee of God? Who can hurt you when God is protecting you? And so, my friends, when Prahalad was could not have been destroyed by anyone, Hiranyakashipu sat him on his lap and finally said, "Tell me what you have learned in school." And so, my friends, Prahalad said, "I've learned that Narayana is God." And so Hiranyakashipu said, if your Narayana is everywhere, then he must be in this pillar in the palace, one big pillar. Prahalad says yes. And as he was about to struck Prahalad, Narasimha, the half man, half lion, manifested himself from that pillar and came out and fought Hiranyakashipu and destroyed him. My friends, Holi is the time when we remember Narayan Bhagavan taking a very serious form as Narasimha to come to protect his devotees, his disciples. It's a time where we celebrate victory over the evil. It's a time when we embrace the truth. It's a time when we embrace family, when we celebrate. It's a time to remember that even in the tough times, God remembers us, and we must never ever lose our faith in the Divine Lord. A young boy like Prahalad, who gained all his blessings through listening, brought the Lord to his presence. I want to take this time to wish all of you the very best for Holi, and I hope and pray that you go out and celebrate with your friends and family. Whatever religion you're from, you're free to celebrate Holi. Embrace each other. Holi, my friends, is about spirituality. It's about sharing love and enjoying the ambience of bliss, not about anything else. Please remember to go to bhavanishankar.com and on our Facebook page to have all the information about our temple and our activities. It is a pleasure to be with you once again this morning. I hope and pray that you have a blessed day. Namaskar.
हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई भाई महारान में धीरा यवत में होरी घर रघुवीरा अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा यवत में होरी घर रघुवीरा या होरी खेले रघुवीरा यवत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा यवत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा हट तलक दिनी दिख तकताल
जा 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 जनन धान दा
हट दिखनी कट दिनी दिख दिन तो
का रे का है का जनन धान दा
हनी दिनी बा दिन बा दिन
जनन धान दा
दिनी तक दिनी तक दिनी तक दिनी तक दिनी तक दिनी तक निकल तक दिन दा
तनिक शर्म नहीं आए देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया तनिक शर्म नहीं आए देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया हो 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सांवरिया मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सांवरिया चुनरी पे डारे अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे चुनरी पे डारे अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा
अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा
Healthy never tasted so good. Introducing 100% vegetarian foods from Veggie Farm. No meat, fish, eggs, or byproducts. Veggie Farm now available at your favorite store. Exclusively distributed by Matthew Foods Canada. Is your desktop or laptop virused, slow, or needing repairs? Or do you need a new computer, mobile phone, or electronic accessories or service? Multitech Media is your one-stop shop for sales, top quality repairs and service at very reasonable prices. Phone Rubesh at 416-530-7772 extension 3 or visit our store Monday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Well, as we wrap up this week's show, here is wishing everyone a very happy, enjoyable Phagwa this weekend. This is all the time we've got as we go into the final song, which features the inimitable Amita Bachchan in another piece celebrating Holi. Life has its best and it has its worst, but remember the words of Rabindranath Tagore, "Faith is the bird that feels the light and sings while the dawn is still dark." Have yourselves a great week.
भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे और किने मारी पिचकारी तोरी भीगी अंगिया ओ रंग रसिया हो रंग बरसे अरे रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे और रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे सोने की थारी में जो ना परोसा सोने की थारी में जो ना परोसा अरे सोने की थारी में हाँ सोने की थारी में जो ना परोसा अरे खाए गोरी का यार बलम तर से रंग बरसे और रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे लौंगा इलाची का अरे लौंगा इलाची का भाई
हाँ लौंगा इलाची का
हाँ अरे लौंगा इलाची का बीड़ा लगाया
लौंगा इलाची का बीड़ा लगाया
अरे लौंगा इलाची का हाँ लौंगा इलाची का बीड़ा लगाया अरे चाबे